guys, TGS here, and today I am back with another mod review, and I'm doing this totally different from the last one. I'm more organized, more efficient, and I locked Mr. Lee out. So today we are reviewing Mine and Blade Battlegear 2. Now, if you haven't heard of this mod, then this mod adds in a bunch of different stuff, and as you can see in the bottom, it's also known as the double-handed mod. This is the double-handed mod. When people search this up on the internet, they search up double-handed mod, this is what you get. You get Mine and Blade Battlegear 2. Well, among other things that are viruses and whatnot. But, yeah. Now, this mod adds in 3 main categories of items, which we're going to be taking a look at today. And that's your basic weapons and armor. So all of these, no sneak peeks, arrows, so a lot of those, and some new enchantments. So we're going to be starting off looking at the weapons and the armor. So, this is a diamond shield, and it's got some pretty special properties because you can dye it. And now it's a TGS shield. Now, I'll show you what this does in game mode S. If I just bring in a few of my little test subjects. Actually, on second thought, let's use test subjects that fight back. This is getting all the more exciting each time. Okay, so if I spawn in a zombie, if I turn it to easy and spawn in a zombie, then he will come at me and hit me. Ow, get away, sir. But then, if I... Oh. If I open up my battle gear, put the shield in there, and swap like this, then you can watch. I do not take damage. Die, sir. But as you can see, the shield's not very effective on its own, since you're forced to fight with your fists. So that's why you have these. So we have the diamond dagger, the diamond spear, the diamond war axe, and the diamond mace. Not maze. So, let's quickly open up my battle gear, put the dagger in here, spear and war axe in here, and the mace I'll just put there. No, I'll use the mace later. So, going to hide up here, and going to swap over, and there'll just be a key you can use here. And if I right click, or left click with my sword, you can see it is kind of like a miniature diamond sword, kind of. It deals a nice 5 or 6 hearts of damage, and that's that. Now if I swap over to the diamond spear, this does the exact same amount of damage. However, if we look at this, it does +3 mounted damage. So that means if you're on a horse, it does an additional 3 damage. You also can hit them from farther away, whereas with the dagger you get 5 attack damage, but -2 reach, but it increases your attack speed, and you can do something called a backstab, which doesn't really work now. Now, if we look at the Diamond War Axe, we get +1 armor penetration, and what that means is if you hit someone with armor, it deals an extra damage point regardless of their armor, and it also does the normal 5 attack damage. So I'm just gonna cower back here, swap over to the War Axe. You can see, if you look at the thingy in the top, according to the thingy at the top, I was slain, or according to the thingy at the bottom, I was slain by a zombie. Yay! Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing. And this is why you always heal up before fighting zombies. Now, in the meantime, as soon as he comes through this door, things are going to get pretty crazy. Wolfie's going to jump up and try and eat his face, and he's going to come after me. And he's going to apparently attack Mr. Lee. Hey, stupid. What's going on here? Sir? Do we only have a zombie entity here? Is it a no AI zombie? Okay, I think we just managed to discover a glitch in Minecraft. For now, I'm just gonna burn you. And we're gonna get on with the mod review. I'm just gonna, walk away slowly. Nothing ever happened. There was no fire in Mr. Lee's laboratory. What are you talking about? So we're going to try this again, maybe with a proper zombie. Okay then. Well, that's that. I'm going to now test out the diamond mace. And how this works is it says days 25%. And what that means is you have, 20%, and what that means is you have a 20% chance of dazing your opponent. Whether that is a player, a mob, or a monster. Or whether it's a player, an animal, or a monster. So, if I go back to game mode S, I'm going to put this zombie down, and swap over, and I'll hit him. And I'll show you the armor right now before I die again. Now, the Knight's Boots give you 3 armor points, 5 armor points for the legging, 7 for the chest piece, and 3 for the head. But what I think is really cool about this is it displays your skin texture underneath. I would look really awesome with this if it was just a bit higher so you can see my eyes. Yeah, it's a problem. But yeah, that's the armor. I just thought I'd wear that before I died. Sorry, didn't get dazed. Okay. So, hey, I'm back. My recording cut off just after I dazed him, but as you could see, he got stuck with a slowness effect that rendered him immobile. Big words. So I'll just throw that out there. Now, are we done here? Yep. So what I'm going to show you now is, one last thing. It adds in a new item called chain, and I'll show you all the recipes in like an end part of the video. But basically, this is a very overused recipe, but basically it lets you craft chain armor. Yeah. Why not? So now are we done? Yes, we're done. It's empty. So now we're going to look at some arrows. So you have your normal bow, right? It fires arrows, and actually I'm going to take this outside because this can really end really badly. And I mean really badly. So these are your normal, average, everyday arrow. But then you have some pretty different arrows. And I'm going to show you how these work. Now you have quivers, and since these are leather things, you can dye them. So I'll quickly make two different quivers. So green one contains the normal arrows, some explosive arrows, ender arrows, and flaming arrows. Now our red one contains piercing arrows, poison arrows, mystery arrows, and leech arrows. And I'll quickly show you how this works. You have to be using this. So you put the bow in this slot, and then you put the quiver in the connected slot, and insto presto, you're able to use this. And I'll show you exactly what this does to my little test subjects here. So we'll quickly fly up to the top level. Ding, 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 going up. And welcome to the TGS archery range. So we're going to remodel the island with some of these. But how this works, so if I spawn in a zombie here, I'll just leave you be over there, and we'll test this on a iron golem. Hey sir, if you didn't notice, I'm going to kill you now. Okay then, that's taken care of. We'll spawn in a few iron golems here, and I'll show you the effects some of these arrows have on them. So, first of all, we're going to test the flaming arrow, and if we fire this at one of them, it lights them on fire, just like an arrow with a flame enchantment, but the difference is if we shoot it at the ground, it lights it on fire. Now, there is a certain key that allows you to swap between these, and I just need to figure out what it is. Give me a quick second. Okay, I'll show you how to do this. So your special key, by default it is Z, but zoom is also set to Z. So I'm just gonna change this. Like that. So now it should work. Now what is this? Is this our regular arrow? Yes, that is regular arrow. Okay, nothing to see there. Now explosive arrow. How this works is when you fire it, causes a bit of a bang. Okay, a really big bang, but not a lot of explosion. Now if we hit a mob with it, then we get a slightly bigger explosion and a whopping 8 to 10 hearts of attack damage. Now an ender arrow is the only way to teleport in creative mode, as I'm about to demonstrate here. And I do not think this deals damage. Oh, yep, it worked. So you see, teleport in creative mode. Now I don't think there's anything special about this arrow-wise, like if we were to shoot a golem. Oh, we do teleport to it. Yay, I picked up 4 blocks of dirt. Woohoo. But yeah, this just does the normal. So now, let's move on to our next bow, and with this one we have leech arrows. And how this works is if I swap into survival. None of you guys are mad? Are you mad? You mad, bro? No. We're good. And you see how I have hunger? And, well, with the leech arrow, if I shoot something... No, sorry, it's health. I gain health, and they gain some sort of effect for every shot I take. So however much damage I do to them, I gain. Now the piercing arrow is slightly different than the others. You do attack damage regardless of armor. And you also have a very special ability. You know what I mean by special, right? Because I'm pulling out glass, so you should be able to guess. Yes, you got it. We are able to cut through glass. Take a look at this. Now, there is a slight glitch that I noticed by the mod maker, where what I found was actually when it's cutting through glass, it will land on the block underneath it if it's still breaking the glass, if that makes any sense. So yeah. So it won't, you can't just drop it downward and expect it to cut through glass. Now this one's your poison arrow. It only deals 1 heart of damage, but then gives your victim wither effect, apparently. Or it could be poison, could be wither effect. I don't know, and I really don't want to find out. Now if we swap over to the cookie arrow, and I don't exactly know how this works, but it's called the mystery arrow. It deals absolutely no damage, and my suspicion is it fails. Alright, I'm back. When I left off, I had just finished reviewing the different arrows. So now we're moving on to enchantments. Now this mod adds in 7 different enchantments, which are Bash Weightlessness, Bash Power, Bash Damage, Shield Efficiency, Shield Recovery, Bow Luck, and Bow Drawback. And as you can guess, let's start with the bow. If we give it luck and we give it drawback, not sure about the luck, but I'm pretty sure with the drawback, yeah, quicker drawback. Now, Lee, I'm sorry, but with the luck, Lee, I want to shoot you, I don't want to treat you. So it seems to be doing less damage with luck. Maybe it's like different things you can do. Not too clear on that. But next, we have Shield Efficiency and Shield Recovery. And these two I can guess. If we take out a diamond shield and give it Shield Efficiency, I think that means that it stays, shielding for longer. So I'll just put that in there. So you see, it's staying blocking for longer. Yeah. And then the recovery is making it refill faster. So those two are pretty obvious. Now we get on to the bash ones. And I believe these are for the mace. So weightlessness, I suppose that's how fast you swing. Power might be the chance of dazing them, and then damage, I suppose, is just, well, downright damage. So if we spawn in a few iron golems here, are you kidding me? If we spawn in a few iron golems here, do you see? That did 7 damage, and this is only supposed to do 6. Oh, 10 damage now. Okay, this is pretty powerful. Mr. Lee, I'm sorry, but I heard you do this. It's nothing personal. So, yeah, not seeing too much damage there. Or too much difference there. Oh, I dazed him. Alright, Ben. So that appears to be the end of my mod review. I'll go over the recipes. I'll go over the recipes later, but yeah, for now, for those of you dudes who don't really need to know the recipes, goodbye. For those of us who want to know the recipes, I'll take a look at those now. You have 5 seconds to quit watching the video if you don't want to see the. Otherwise, you're stuck. Otherwise, I'm not threatening, but otherwise, you're stuck watching this. Okay. I'm weird. So, first thing we're going to look at is, it also adds in flagpoles. No use, but here's your recipe. 3 of the item you're making them out of. With the knight's armor, there appears to be no recipe right now, but it's probably found in chests. Now, a gold spear, spears work a little bit differently. So you get a wooden spear, and that's crafted with 3 sticks. And then from that, you make a iron spear, or a stone spear, or a diamond spear, or a gold spear. Yeah, why would you want to do this? They're the exact same. Jeez. So then there's a bunch of different shields. There's hide shield, so that's with leather and wood plank in the middle. There's wood, which is just a bunch of wood. A diamond of wood, you might say. Iron shield, which is 5 iron and like a V shape and a wood in the middle. Diamond shield, the same as iron, and gold shield, the same as iron, but just gold and iron, obviously. The axes, the war axes, two of whatever material you're building them out of on either side. So in the top left, bottom, middle left, top right, and middle right, and 2 sticks. The mace is 4 of whatever you're building it out of, plus a stick. Where is it? The dagger is a stick and 1 of the material you're building it out of. And I've already went over the spear. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm just checking that I've got everything. Oh, the quiver is just upside down leggings recipe with leather. What's next? Oh yes, chain is just 2 iron and you get 3 chain. Okay, let's go over the arrows, and this is what I've been avoiding. Explosive arrow is arrow and gunpowder, and that's just as good as TNT, but TNT requires 5 gunpowder, so yeah, this is pretty good. And ender arrow is an ender pearl, and arrow, which doesn't make sense because there's an ender eye on the end of it, not an ender pearl, but doesn't have to make sense. Arrow and a piece of flint makes a flaming arrow. Not a lot of sense there either, because how is it flaming there? But piercing arrow is a diamond, so that's expensive. Poison arrow is a nether star and an arrow, so yeah, it must be wither. And this is a cookie and an arrow. Leech arrow is gas arrow and arrow. So there's your recipes. I think that's all for today. So goodbye.